as a kid growing up, I never really had a father figure. And you guys noticed, right? I never had an example to follow. And the reason why I bring this up is because, like I said, I didn't have somebody to teach me what success looked like, what it looked like to finish what you start and to come out on top despite the odds or anything like that. I didn't have no type of example as a man. And why is that important? Because as I started to get older, subconsciously, since I didn't have that example, I didn't have that belief in myself that I could achieve anything big, at least. And so that started to play into my habits and the things that I do, because like I said, when I would set out to do something, I couldn't finish. When I set out to do this goal and to lock in into focus, for some reason, every time I'd get halfway through and I just stop. I'd get bored, or I'd just change to a new goal, find a new interest, find a new hobby. And that's how my life was for a very long time. And the reason why is because I didn't believe in myself. And it's all because I didn't have that example. And when you want to do something, but you don't believe in yourself, it's like having a gun, no bullets. It's there, it can't go anywhere. It's like having a car with no tire. It took me having to look at self-improvement videos, which I didn't even know existed, right? Like, yeah, I would see stuff here and there, but like how to dress better, yeah. How to do my hair, yeah. But actual self-improvement videos where it's like your lifestyle, never seen it before. And then when it was people like me, and then people that had a similar story to me, or that came from the projects like I did, or that were homeless, or like that, you know, thankfully, even though I went through all that, like I never had to worry about food, I never had to worry about clothes, because my mom always figured out a way to take care of us in that way. But then something just clicked inside me, and even then had me believe that it was possible. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years now. I never stopped, and I don't plan on stopping, because it showed me that, one, I could help people that are like me, but I have to help myself first. Because once you see that it's possible, you start to believe that it's a probability. You start to see that it's probable. And so the same is with your goal. With your goals and setting goals, you need to dream bigger. You need to set bigger goals. And why this is so important is because we're scared to dream big. And it's like a conditioning that we go through in life, because it starts off as, you can be whatever you want, you can do whatever you want to do. And then as you get older, well, you should be more realistic, or well, you should have a plan B, trying to shoot your dreams down. Everybody's trying to knock you for that. That's the conditioning. So then that makes us self-reflect and doubt ourselves throughout our whole lives, and we're thinking like, yeah, we got to think realistic, yeah, we got to have a plan B. So why am I emphasizing that? When you make a goal that's so big, when you make a dream that's so big, and you decide you're going to pursue that, you don't know how it's going to be possible, but you're going to pursue that. You're going to have to grow, because power comes in response to a need, not a desire. There's a need for growth. You either have to grow or stay the same. But if you stay the same, you're not going to get that goal. We're too scared because growth is uncomfortable, and we don't know if we're actually going to make it, or if we're actually going to do it. So the risk to the reward, people rather say, oh, it's not worth it. I'll stay here. I'll stay safe. But where's the power in that? Where's the benefit in that? Like for me, for example, I didn't have an imagination. I never thought I could be a millionaire, that I could make videos one day and grow an audience, and people listen to me, or people follow my advice, that they got in shape because of me. I'm motivated. Like I never thought about that. And that's all that it takes, is the what if. And it's hard because we see, at least in my case, right? I saw my mom struggling. I saw us, and it's getting me emotional a little bit, but I saw us getting kicked out of people's houses. I saw people yelling in her face and being like, you gotta leave. You and your son gotta get the hell out. And her crying because she's not even gonna know where we're gonna stay that night. Imagine that, being a kid, me seeing that. I'm having adult problems as a kid. I'm having to think like an adult as a kid. Like, okay, I have to find, like, my mom's not okay. We don't have a place where we're even gonna stay tonight, or we don't even know where we're gonna go. And my mom would kind of like tell me her problems too. It's just she needed somebody to talk to. She needed somebody to rant to, and I was there. You know what I'm saying? And so coming from that, once you see that moment, that thing, in my case, the self-improvement videos and the travel vlogs, and it wasn't even the lifestyle, right? It wasn't even the lifestyle, but I've changed myself in such a crazy way that now I'm causing other people to change in a crazy way, but in a better way. And then seeing that impact my life, that's such a beautiful thing. And I've said that before, and it's like, seeing that happen, it's like, I want to do that. I want to be able to do that. And so I started to envision, what if I can do that? And then it's like, well, you got to be realistic. Well, your girlfriend just left you. Well, you're overweight. Well, you don't have a job. So little by little, I started, knocking the excuses out of the way. Started getting on my stuff. David Goggins had the same thing. Him being fat, him being 300 pounds or 400 pounds, eating, coming off of work from spraying cockroaches. One day, he gets out of his bathroom after a shower, and he sees on the TV Navy SEALs, a documentary, and their graduation. And he's imagining himself there. And he had to see that example to see that it's possible. And then he kind of saw, like, what if I could do that? And he had to see that it was possible for it to be probable. And look, he eventually became that. And look, I'm eventually doing a YouTube. It's not as big right now, but it will be. And I believe that 100%. And I'm sure if people have laughed in David Goggins' face or in that process, people probably didn't believe in him. He said it in his book. People have laughed at me. People haven't believed in me. People tell me, why am I making YouTube videos? It's so unrealistic what I'm doing. I think I'm really going to do that. I'm just wasting my time. Coming from where I come from, seeing all that I've been through, and then I'm getting emotional because I'm thinking about this stuff. But like seeing what I've been through, and then like seeing that it's possible, how can I stop? I can't stop because I believe. And then like it's just the whole part of what if, setting the big goal. That's why you have to set big goals. You have to. It's do or die. There's nothing to it. Being realistic doesn't help you. Another David Goggins example. He said, I don't know if it's in his book or in a video, but he says there was a guy that went up to him, a super successful guy. And he's like, bro, I don't feel fulfilled when I achieve these goals. I've done all these things and I don't feel happy. And David Goggins said, have you ever felt like you were going to fail? The guy said no. He's like, well, there it is. Because you're only choosing to do goals that you know you can do. Another example, the 4-minute mile. People thought you were going to die. Some doctors believed that your heart was going to explode or something like that. So somebody did it. And it wasn't even a month later. People started breaking that record. Set big goals. Like I said in my last video, I was just talking to my cousin about goals. What are we going to do this year? As this year ends, we got to start doing it now. Don't wait till the new year to start going on your goals or start writing up goals. What's the next step? And make it big. If you shoot for the moon, you'll land on the stars. And if I said that backwards, I don't care. I like that way better. All it takes is for you to see it, to believe it, or to see that it's possible, or to believe that it's possible. As we're ending this year, set a big goal and attack it like if it's an enemy island or if it's an enemy fort that you must conquer. Even if you don't know how, it's going to be possible, you need the growth. You need to grow. You can't, I gotta be realistic. I gotta, I gotta have a plan B. No, that's what I mean by burning the bridges. It's do or die, all or nothing. I have to grow. I have to get better, because if I don't, how am I gonna make videos for you guys? How am I gonna help my family? How am I gonna help my mother that's working 12-hour shifts, tired, in a job that she hates? That's the type of mindset you have to be in. I'm not gonna be no help if I'm not setting those big goals. So forget being realistic. Forget that plan B. No. There's no growth in that. Power comes in a response to a need, not a desire. It's nice to want to achieve great things, but when it comes down to it, will you do it? Damn, I'm dropping bars, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man, as we approach the end of the year, man, don't stop, don't settle. On to bigger mountains. Make sure that it's the biggest one, so you got something to say and nobody else does, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, mad love. Like, subscribe, share. Hey, actually, I just got some merch and it's so fire. It's the warrior class symbol that I made, and link is in the description if you're interested. All my stuff is in the link in the description if you're interested. I got some free stuff, a habit tracker and a nutrition guide. I'm probably gonna throw more stuff up there, but for now, that's what I got. And yeah, man, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Mad love. Peace.